Hello everyone, welcome again to Level Change channel. My name is Claudio Fonseca, I'm a real pilot, and today I'm going to show you my setup. If you're wondering what I have here to create the videos and the live broadcast for you, these are my specifications. So what I have as a computer is actually a laptop, the Legion 7i, and the processor for this laptop, it's a 10th generation Intel Core i9. It has 2.4 gigahertz up to 5.3 with turbo boost, 8 cores, 16 threads, and 16 megabytes cache. I don't really know what that all means. Okay, but I do know that operating system is a Windows 10, and my display, it has 15.6 inches, is full HD, is not 4K, is just full HD. Memory, I have twice 16 gigabytes, that gives me 32 gigabytes of DDR4, and it says 2933 megahertz. Again, I have no idea about this megahertz, but that's the configuration I bought like maybe 2 years ago. For the hard drive, I have two. One is 1 terabyte and the other one is 512 gigabytes. For the graphics, this one, I know what it means, but I have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 with 8 gigabytes. It says it's Super Max K, so that's the one. If you want to follow my specifications, you should search for something like this. And the camera that you can see me right now is 720p, so which means it's only HD, is not full HD. Okay, so this is my computer. Of course, if you have a desktop with the same configuration, most probably it is going to run your flight sim even smoother than what I have here. Of course, I cannot run the Microsoft Flight Simulator in all ultra and still have a good frame rate, but as you can see, the graphics on my simulator, they are quite good and very smooth. And remember that I'm always using the OBS studio to record or to go live with you, so it has more behind than just the Microsoft Flight Simulator running itself. Okay, about my joystick. Okay, so I'm going to show you something really special. This is my joystick. This is the Microsoft Sidewinder Force Feedback 2. It's very old, but it's a classic. I really like it. I have it for more than 20 years now. Of course, there are better options in the market nowadays, no doubt about it, but this one still does the job. If I would like to change, I would go for something that I cannot really find in the market right now, because what I have here is 4 axes and 8 buttons. So I would love to have an extra axis for the throttle, so I would have the opportunity to control like a twin engine with separate throttles, one for each engine. So right now I cannot do it, and when I simulate single engines on the 737 or on the 777, for example, when I move one throttle, the other one moves as well. So of course, once I shut down the engine, I can still move both throttles and there will be no response on the dead engine itself, but still visually I will see that throttle moving in the cockpit is not nice, so I'd like to have an extra axis just for the throttle. As I don't have any rudder, the fourth axis that I have here is actually the Z axis that allows me to control the rudder and the steering when I'm taxiing on the ground. Another downside about this one is the 8 buttons. I would like to say that it is enough, but it's not for all the configurations that we have in a real airplane. So at least 12 buttons will be better, and maybe 16 is the ideal. But what I'm doing right now, I'm taking the button number 7 and I'm going to highlight for you the button number 7. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to change the color here. So this is the button number 7 here on the corner, okay, and I'm using this button number 7 as a shift key, which means in the Microsoft Flight Simulator I can use a combination of keys on the same hardware to give me a different input. So I don't have anything for that specific key number 7 because I use that key together with something else to double the button. So instead of 8, I'm losing 1, which is the number 7 in this case, as a shift key. But then instead of 7 buttons, I have together with this shift key another 7 buttons. So in total, I'm running this old joystick with 14 buttons, which is not bad. I just have to remember some combination at certain times. Specific during go around and reject the takeoff, it can be tricky for you to remember all the actions and how you configure that for your joystick, but it is an option, okay. Another thing that I would like to say is that as a real and professional pilot, I create most of my videos during the layover. So I have the laptop and I have this joystick, so I have the opportunity to bring them with me on my suitcase, okay. I would love to have a bigger and better joystick, but then it will be impossible for me to carry it around the world. So that's one of the other options that I choose to keep using this Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback too. And as the name said, it has a force feedback, which is something nice. You will have a sticky stick, which is quite good for the flight simulator, especially with this turbulent atmosphere that doesn't really reflect the real life as far as we are today, the 7th of March 2023. And just to finish, I also have this Stream Deck. This is the standard one with 15 buttons, so I use the Stream Deck to control the transitions here on the OBS for all the videos and the broadcast that I create for you. So sometimes if I show you for example, the Navigraph charts, I'm using one button on this hardware to show you that application, and then of course if I forget to press the button to remove it, you will keep that on the screen, as you can see on some of my live streams, because I do not have another monitor. Sometimes I use an HDMI cable to set the OBS in a TV, for example, but sometimes the hotel doesn't allow me, like this one. The TV is far away from the desk, so I cannot really integrate my laptop with the TV. I'm serious considering to buy a second screen. I just noticed that there are some options available for laptops, and I'm considering buying this one. And the last thing that I would like to show you is on the right side is my headset. It's not something fancy, it's just a headset with a microphone. I think that's the best way for you to play Flight Simulator, especially if you're going to fly online on Iveo or VATSIM. Okay, that gives you some immersion, and it also helps you not to stay closer to the microphone when you are doing something else and you have to broadcast, and also it helps you not to miss the radio calls from different planes and ATC. Okay, one thing though I notice is that if you use your laptop or your integrated computer microphone or whatever it is for your recordings, okay, and you have some background noise, this is not a problem with your microphone itself. So I bought this one thoughting that I was going to have a better microphone with crystal clear recording, and that's not the case. What gives me a better recording are the plugins that you can add to your OBS. So if you are going after a better recording system, it doesn't really matter your hardware. Of course, if you have a good one, always better, but don't forget to set up some filters, especially to remove the background noise which you are going to have in a laptop or even in a desktop, in a gamer desktop, because of all the fans working around you. Okay, so this is my setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can now take your decisions if you want to upgrade your actual one, or if you are going to buy a new one, or if you are happy with your current one. Let me know, and let's share our knowledge about hardwares so we can make wise decisions overall. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.